Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for August 16th through the 22nd. It is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out your other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, the near future. We'll clarify that, and then we'll clear that spread, get into your person's energy, your energy, the possible outcome. I just saw the Ten of Cups. And the oracle cards and the romance angels. So I just want to say a huge shout out and thank you to everyone who is returning. Thank you for all of your support. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you are new here, welcome, and I hope you'll stay. I do personal readings. That information is in the description box below. Okay, this is for Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you. So the first card that popped out is the Lovers. So in the recent past, there's clearly a lot of focus on a relationship. The Sun in reverse with the High Priestess. Okay, the Eight of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords in reverse. In the near future, there's that Ten of Cups. The Fool, the Ten of Cups, and the Strength card. So you could be dealing with a Leo, a Gemini, Sagittarius, as well as a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. All right. The overall energy is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So in the upright, that tells me that you have patience to wait to see if something's moving along, if it's going to move along. This could be a lot of different things in your life. So the first thing I feel is a relationship. Something has soured you, I just heard. You got a sour taste in your mouth about something. You could have recently just found out something about a person, or they showed you something and it triggered you, is what I feel. It's like, wait, I didn't know that person was like that. So that could be for just a few of you, but it's a very strong feeling that I'm getting, so I'm going to say it. And that could have created a different feeling, like, can I really wait to see where this goes? Or was that a big enough turnoff for me that I need to decide whether I really want to continue? Now, we'll get into it and see, but really what I get is like you got a sour taste in your mouth. This could have been dealing with somebody at work as well. As we clarify, I'll get more info. So with the Lovers card and the Sun in reverse and the High Priestess, you're questioning yourself about how happy you are within a relationship. Whether it's from the past or it's something current, this has happened in the recent past. So I am definitely sensing something kicked in for you. And you realize, wait a minute, I'm not sure if this is really the person that I could see myself being with. Something about them is so strong, I cannot kick this feeling. Like, I don't know what this person did, but something like turned you off about them, and it made you question everything you had believed about them before. All right, so we'll clarify that, like I said, a million times. All right, so in the current energy, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. This is an energy of a desire, if you haven't already walked away, a desire to two things. Some of you are going to want to stay in this relationship and see where it goes. Do I see that happening? Only if you're clear with yourself. If you're really, really honest, yes, could you move forward? This is what I feel the most, is that a lot of you have already walked away from this situation and moved forward because you want to find something more stable. And I feel like that Knight of Pentacles is you. So if this is a work situation, let's take the Lovers card out of it for a second. Something's kicking up a notch. Your intuition's kicking in and telling you, I'm not happy anymore. So if you haven't walked away yet with the Eight of Cups in reverse, there's going to be a push for you to do so to find your happiness. Because there is a stable new beginning. But there's something you don't trust. I don't know if it's that you're unsure of what's going to come next, and or you have a little bit of fear about speaking up about how you feel. Something tells me that you have a hard time at times telling people how you really feel, which is unusual because you're so grounded. And Virgos are very outspoken people. Not all of you, because you're going to have different placements. But in this case, it's like there's a part of you that maybe that's what it is. You're afraid you might say something a little too harsh, so you may feel like you need to hold back a tad. We all have those moments, don't we? But in this case, I'd say speak your truth, because it's going to be worth it for you to speak up. I'm having a deja vu about a reading I might have done for you before. You're going to be successful moving forward. In other words, this is going to stabilize things, and you'll feel like you can take that step that you need to take. All right. So in the near future, we have the Fool. This is Spirit saying, please take that leap of faith, because what's on the other side of that is complete happiness. You may not see it yet, but stay strong with the Leo card. A lot of Leo energy, very strong, so you could be dealing with one. If for some reason you're walking away from a long-term relationship, which is also what the Ten of Cups can symbolize. Sorry, they're giving me a couple downloads. You could be trying to find the strength to take that next step in the near future. But right now in the current energy, something is definitely not working, and your intuition is kicking up a notch. Now, if you just met someone or had only been with them for a short period of time, you may need to speak up and just say, look, I don't know if I misread this situation, but what I experienced here was something I didn't expect, and I feel a little differently. All right, so let's clarify. The Lovers with the Sun in reverse. This is for Virgo. So we have the Six of Cups, finding balance. But this is also about one person giving a little bit more than the other. The Knight of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse, for sure. And then we have the Fool. So yes, we're visiting either a past situation, or this just could have happened for a lot of you, where you realize that this is just not what you had expected or wanted. Now, this could have also been a very long-term relationship, marriage, something where you finally realize, like, enough is enough and I need to move forward. The Knight of Cups in reverse is being unfulfilled, having not been able to find the balance. The Six of Cups is about trying to find balance, but somehow, some way, I just don't feel like you could. Now, if it's the other person I was talking about, you may not want to move forward because whatever that thing was I keep picking up on just did not make you happy, and maybe you can't see yourself long term in a relationship. Like, I don't know if I could marry this person and have kids if you're at that age, or if it, whatever it is, it just feels a little off. Okay. Now the Fool says, take that leap of faith. In other words, away from the situation. If it's not feeling good, I don't want to repeat myself 100 times, but it's definitely telling you, move on. Okay, let's look at the Sun in reverse with the High Priestess. So we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Star card. So, and then the Tower. So something definitely fell apart, whether it be in the recent past or even a while ago. It could be years. There's a lot of healing going on, because there was a lot of patience, but things seem to have worn you down to the point where you said, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to wait around to see if we can work this out. That's when your intuition kicked in. You made a decision. If you've already walked away from this, obviously you've started the healing process. That's beautiful energy. This is also about setting your intentions. What do you want moving forward? Trusting that whatever it is that you set your mind to is possible. It is about a wish fulfillment. So you could be setting those intentions, and all of a sudden, boom, in the near future, it shows up for you a lot quicker than you had expected, because you started learning how manifesting works. It's being in a place of trusting and knowing that if you desire it, it can be yours. All right. So I'm going to leave that there. The Tower card, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. That also tells me that big shifts are happening. It doesn't always mean that the world's going to fall apart. It just says something had to end in order for a new beginning to start. So that's the sense I'm getting. You walk away, or are going to walk away, and then all of these new things are going to show up for you. So if you decide you don't want that person because they aren't the one that you thought they were, that's why, is because the Tower had to come in and say, hey, look at this. And then you reflect back and say, maybe I didn't see some of the other things that weren't quite right in the situation. And now you're being opened up to this new possibility, which can be a little bit scary sometimes, especially if there's swift, quick changes. All right, so let's look at the Eight of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody flew out. All right. So we've got the Page of Wands, which is very much about finding that passion that you had. I've been talking about this a lot because that's what that card has represented in my readings lately, is finding that new passion. Sometimes we get so stuck in our lives that we don't feel passionate about things anymore. And it's like you have to revisit that youthful energy. I don't care if you're 25. You still have to go back and look at, where was I really excited about my life? Where did I want something so badly and I was so driven to go get it? That's what it feels like. Like you need to find that draw again. Now, for some of you, this is something they're bringing up. If you're seeing a lot of red birds, in other words, cardinals, then that is your loved ones visiting. I just heard somebody lost their grandfather, so I'm so sorry if you did. And he's showing up as a cardinal. Now, like I said, that's very much about finding that passion and being ready to move forward, excited about the new beginnings. And the Ten of Swords in reverse tells me that's because you have overcome these difficult times, whether it be a betrayal or just something that wasn't going right anymore. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So you're being cautious, and the Tower showing back up on the bottom of the deck. Now, you're closing this out with the Ten of Swords in reverse. No more betraying me, no more putting me through stuff. I'm going to hold tight onto what I've got, my integrity. This can be a very much about not just saving money or investing money. It can also be, I'm holding on to who I am, and I'm going to save what I have left so that I can find what I want going forward, but with new eyes, with a new perspective on things, from a more youthful place. An excitement that I haven't felt in quite some time, because I maybe didn't recognize just how unhappy I was, whether it be at a job or in a relationship, short or long, doesn't matter. You could just be wanting to really move forward into something new. Now, the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords in reverse. I just heard think before you speak. I'm not trying to be rude, but we all have to, because at times when we get triggered, sometimes something comes flying out of our mouth. So it's just a caution, that's all. The Eight of Cups in reverse, that's a two Eight of Cups in reverse, and then the Two of Wands. So what I sense here is a fear with the Six of Pentacles in reverse that things are not going to be balanced in your life if you walk away. That's a fear of not being able to see the future, not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. There's a lot of mental energy. So you're thinking a lot about what's going to happen if I walk away from this job? What's going to happen if I walk away from this relationship? Are things going to be okay? Will I find someone that I really want to be with? Four of Pentacles is just saying, yes, you will. Hold tight. Remember who you are and hold on to that, because you have what it takes to move forward. There's really nothing to be afraid of. The King of Pentacles is right there in the center of the reading. You just need to get clear. Now, that can represent that as well. So the Queen of Swords is in reverse. So you get clear. Four of Swords, release. Don't think too much. Put forward movement, passion, energy into what it is that you want before you take the steps. But I do feel there is kind of a hesitation of walking away. And then Spirit's like, yep, the Fool is here. The Ten of Cups. What's at the other side you just can't see, and you're going to be so much happier if you just trust. So then we have the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, they're asking you to trust. The Temperance and the Nine of Wands. And then the Three of Wands. So what they're saying to you essentially is your ships are going to come in. Things will come towards you that you want and expect. Trust. And then we have the Hierophant in reverse with the Temperance and the Nine of Wands. This is that feeling of I've been either betrayed or I felt like the wounded warrior. I've always had to carry all of this stuff on my back. But Temperance in the middle is telling me to find the patience with yourself, whether you have to do the spiritual work and learn how to release all of these things that seem to still be attached, whether it be emotions or memories or just the hard work that you've already put in. It's have more faith with the Hierophant in reverse. It's just saying there's a part of you that may have lost faith that things could be any different. And Spirit's here to tell you, yes, absolutely, you just have to take that leap of faith, because this is what's on the other side of it. Stay strong. I said in your last reading, you're one of the strongest signs I know. And you are, because you're determined. When you set your mind to something, Virgos go for it. And they don't back down. You know this about yourself. But if you've been through a really rough time of your life, and this has been like 15, 20 years, you could feel kind of like beaten down, like, I just don't know if I have it in me. But you do. You do. And it's there, and they're telling you, you do. Okay, so let's clarify the Ten of Cups with the Strength card. The Five of Swords, the Five of Cups, and then the Ace of Wands, and then we have the Lover's card. So there's a little bit of fear about what's coming in the future if you are walking away from one relationship into a new one. There's been enough pain, and that's where that kind of battle comes from. It's like you've got enough scars from having taken chances in relationships, whether it was too fast and the passion was hot and you don't want things to go that way again because you've gotten hurt. You just want to keep yourself guarded. The Five of Swords is, look at him. He's like, I've got my sword up and I've got 4 more here. So mess with me, I dare you, right? So you don't want to be so protected that you don't open yourself up to what's coming towards you. So that's just kind of a caution. Trust that your strength will get you through it. Yes, you will cut a bitch. Excuse my language. Sorry for anybody who gets offended by that. If they come too close, right? You're going to be in a place where it's like, no, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I've been through enough. I've got my battle scars, and I want something that's going to be real and true. I want real love, a true partnership. All right, now for those of you who are interested in seeing what's going on with someone, we'll get into their energy. So think about them for just a moment while I clear these, and we'll look at your person. All right, this is for my Virgos. I'm going to try that one more time. That did not feel like a good shuffle. See, the Queen of Cups is on the bottom. That just tells me, male or female, that prioritizing loving yourself, loving on yourself is going to be important. All right, so your person's energy. Ooh, okay. Wow. Boy, if you walked away from somebody, they're in a lot of pain. Wow. All right. For you, so for them, we have, I can't get over the cards that came out. The 10 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 5 of Wands. Somebody's tortured. This is your energy. We've got the 2 of Wands, the Justice card, the Page of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Your overall energy, the Fool. So somebody feels like a fool or doesn't want to feel like a fool. This isn't, to me, about taking that leap of faith. I think this is a question of, why would I? Somebody's hurt. So we'll talk about yours in a minute. This person feels betrayed. They're losing sleep over you. They felt left out in the cold. Clearly, this has already happened. It could be reversed. I don't say that often. If it's not your energy and it's the other person, cool. If you're cross-watching. And then, or if you're not cross-watching and it's the person that did it to you, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, this is supposed to be your person's energy, and the 5 of Wands. So this person is conflicted beyond belief. They feel completely hurt. Now, for those of you who are dealing with somebody who is difficult, this could be the victim mentality. They may feel like they were left out in the cold. Now, for those of you who it's not necessarily a bad person, but you just didn't want to be there anymore with them, they're really chewing their toes off, their toenails off, worrying about you. Now, you, I see, moving forward, like, is there a future? You just want justice. So if something went wrong in this relationship and this person is truly combative, I can see where you just want there to be justice and balance. Now, are you going to make the move? I don't think so. I think a part of you wants to shut this out. And another part of you may be a little bit like, but wait, I thought we had a future together. So I think your energy is just a tad bit conflicted about this particular person. All right, let's look into the romance angels and see what that has to say. All right, so we have stay optimistic about your love life, forgiving and learning, okay, if you want to, reconciliation, there it goes, and then religious factors and healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So remember I said that this person could be in the victim mentality. You could be dealing with someone who had a lot of childhood wounds. And I talk about this a lot because I want people to heal. I don't mind just doing these videos, but it's so important that you learn from the relationships that you've been in. And a lot of these energies that most of the people who are watching tarot, who are going through their process, are realizing that those people aren't willing to do the work to heal. So if you are one of those people and you're doing the work, then what you're going to find on the other side of those situations is something better. For them, unfortunately, for people who don't do the work, they're not, because they're going to keep repeating the same lessons. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. That's clear. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. This person's hurt. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by a religious upbringing and spiritual path. Is that possible? Of course. For all of you, you could be dealing with somebody from a different race, culture, whatever you want to say. Or it could just be that you started to wake up and the relationship changed. And if your person is still in that old energy, then things couldn't move forward for you. All right, let's look and see what the outcome is. This is for Virgo. I don't feel the need to cut this. Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. So extremely heartbroken. And then the Magician in reverse. So a lot of heartbreak. Difficult decisions around whether to stay in this or not. Do I think there's an energy of somebody speaking up? I do. If it's not you, great. This is, to me, this feels more like your energy. So the outcome is, if I'm going to speak up, I'm going to defend myself. It could be that they feel the same way. So right now, I just feel like there's a lot of hurt and pain. And if somebody wants to talk, maybe there's a possibility. If not, and you just want to be done with this cycle, that I completely understand as well. But somebody's definitely rushing in. I feel like it's your person and they're in a lot of pain. That's just what I'm getting. All right, let's look at the Lover's Oracle, and then we'll close it out with the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Virgo. All right. We have freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. That's exactly what we've been talking about in the reading. It's clear. It's opening up for you. And then we have close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Very much so. I love that. All right. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Virgo. All right. So we have Thinker. Yep. Remember I said you're kind of in your head, round and round. Exactly. Observer. And then we have Time for a Nap and Chaos and Conflict. And I do feel like there is a bit of chaos and conflict around this situation. Listen, it could just be for this week. But if it's an ongoing situation, it feels like that cycle is desperately wanting to close out for you. Thinker, and you just could be in your head about it. And that's okay. If this energy lasts for a couple of weeks, you just want to think things through before you make any final decisions, totally understand. 44, you could be seeing a lot of fours. That to me is also about financial abundance, So if you start seeing 444, that means that something's coming up in your financial world. Round and round, that cycle, remember? We don't want to repeat the same one. Sevens are about trust and faith to me. That's what it reduces to. And then observer, this reduces to a 13, which is also a 4. Like I said, 4 and then the 44. So be an observer of your own life. Step back and see. see if you can open yourself up to understanding why the things had to happen that happened. And healing the family issues, I think, was something that was on the healing family issues. So there could be some things still that are coming up for you that need to be healed from your youth as well, whichever parent you dealt with. And if you go back and look at that, you'll see how relationships replayed that wound from your childhood until you got to a place where you understood. And then that's when the shift happens, the spiritual awakening and all that good stuff. Okay, time for a nap. So you may just need to take a breath. You got another 4. The 4s are popping for you. So I feel like there's money coming somewhere around you, or stability is coming for you. Okay, guys, I hope this helped. Thank you so much for being here. Again, thank you for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you'd like the personal reading, it's in the description box. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.